And good evening once again. Thank you so much for staying with us for CBS 6 News at 5:30 now. I'm Liz Bishop.
And I'm Cody Holyoke. School districts are having a hard time figuring out how much they can spend after the governor left out a key formula in his education budget last month.
Yeah, it's known as state aid runs, and it usually tells each school district just how much they can assume that the state will be granting them, but not this year.
Capitol reporter Kimberly Howard here to break it down. She's live in our Capitol newsroom. Kimberly, what's the deal here? Why withhold that information?
Well, Liz and Cody, the governor's budget office says they simply don't have those figures because the budget itself doesn't have one amount it's looking to designate to schools. This year, there are actually two different amounts, the higher of which is tied to a package of reforms. Now, school districts are therefore forced to plan conservatively, and they're asking the governor for a little more guidance. When Governor Cuomo proposed his education budget, he told school districts to expect one of two things: a $1.1 billion increase in state funding, but only if his package of education reforms is approved by the legislature. If not, districts should plan a $377 million boost in state aid. His budget also left out one big thing.
We don't have those state aid runs, so now we're finding ourselves having to scramble. Without that, it's very difficult for us at the local level to plan a budget.
At his cabinet meeting today, I asked Governor Cuomo directly how local school districts should plan when they don't have that key formula.
My guess is if they were planning on the 1.7%, which is what they've been told for 2 years. There is a chance that if we pass a reform package, the budget goes up to 4.5%. And that would be great and windfall for education in this state. But the number they were given to plan was the 1.7%.
Still, districts have no way of knowing how much of that pie they'd be getting. Plus, they're up against the clock. They're required to submit a proposed tax levy to the state controller's office by March 1st, an entire month before the state budget is to be approved.
This is really dysfunctional. School districts are being held hostage over something we can't control. It's just not fair. This is not any way to run these types of school districts.
Now, there are several other deadlines to keep in mind here. Most school districts have to have a budget adopted by mid-April, so that only gives them 2 weeks after the state budget is due. They then have to make sure everything is ready for the final school budget vote, which is in mid-May, coming up at 6:30. How the Albany School District plans to meet those deadlines without this information. Live in the Albany newsroom, Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.
Kimberly, thanks.